America's latest mass shooting. Overnight, a fifth victim died. The shooting inside a Kentucky bank. 8 others wounded.
The gunman, a bank employee, was killed in a shootout with police. Trevor Ault is in Louisville with the latest. Good morning, Trevor.
Good morning, Robin. And officials have been praising police, their swift response. They say that absolutely saved lives. But even so, given the vicious nature of this attack, even with police officers inside this bank responding within minutes, still 5 people are dead and several others are fighting for their lives this morning.
This morning, new details emerging in the deadly Louisville bank rampage. Officials calling this an evil act of targeted violence. At 8:38 Monday morning, authorities say an Old National Bank employee arrived with a rifle, opening fire in a crowded conference room. The gunfire echoing through downtown streets, officers arriving in 3 minutes. Inside, bystanders locking themselves in bathrooms, even reportedly hiding inside the vault.
It was on the first floor in the back in the conference room area.
Bank employee Troy Haste says he hid in the break room, then sprinted out the front door.
We heard a click, and the lady next to me turned around and said, "What the hell?" And then he just started shooting. Whoever's next to me got shot and hit bloods on me from it.
Authorities say officers exchanged gunfire with the suspect, quickly ending the rampage, killing the suspect.
Shots fired.
But there were still more than a dozen casualties. Officials releasing the names of 5 victims killed: Jim Tutt, Josh Barrick, Juliana Farmer, Deanna Eckert, and Tommy Elliott, a close friend of Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear.
Tommy Elliott helped me build my law career, helped me become governor, gave me advice on being a good dad. It's one of the people I talk to most in the world, and very rarely were we talking about my job.
2 police officers were also wounded, including Officer Nicholas Wilt, who graduated from the academy just 10 days prior. He was shot in the head and is now in critical condition after brain surgery. Police now also naming the gunman, 25-year-old Connor Sturgeon. His LinkedIn profile shows he'd worked at the bank for several years, but sources tell ABC he was recently given notice he was going to be fired. And he left a note to his parents and friends indicating he planned to shoot up the bank. 2 former bank employees tell us they're devastated. They say they knew the shooter and described him as a friendly young man, and they saw no red flags.
It's mind-boggling to hear who did it.
They also describe Old National Bank as a great family atmosphere. Debbie Moore threw her old boss, Tommy Elliott, a surprise 62nd birthday party.
Now, he was very loved, and he'll be very missed. And hopefully we all see each other one day.
Overnight, the Louisville community holding a vigil for the victims. Mayor Craig Greenberg, who himself is already a survivor of a separate workplace shooting last year, vowing to work every hour, every day of his term to stop gun violence.
We have to take action. Today is a day for love and support to the victims, for supporting our officers and doctors and nurses who are the heroes and first responders. But this is life and death. And so as mayor, this will continue to be our #1 priority.
And the mayor pointed out that while officers were responding here to this mass shooting, they were called away to respond to a separate shooting incident less than 2 miles away where another person was killed by gun violence. Robin.
And Trevor, that I don't have to tell you or anybody else just what you said at the end there. The number of mass shootings in the country so far this year is simply staggering, Trevor.
Truly, it's something we're all aware of, but I mean, the numbers are almost impossible to grasp, Robin. This was the 15th mass shooting in America in the first 10 days of April. So far this year, we've had 146 mass shootings across the country. That is already a huge problem, but it's also worse than it was even last year. We've already had 20 more mass shootings than we had the same time last year, Robin.
All right, Trevor, thanks so much.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.